Today we're talking about TMJ syndrome and bruxism, which is teeth grinding. The symptoms of TMJ are varied. They can be pain in the jaw, popping of the jaw, clicking of the jaw, sometimes locking of the jaw, and also headaches. These are all symptoms of really having a challenge with our TMJ. The TMJ is made up of the temporal bone, which is part of your cranium, and the mandible, which is the lower part of your jaw. Where these two bones meet is called your TMJ. The causes of having challenges with your TMJ are also varied. It can be something, like a trauma, for example. So perhaps having a sports-related trauma or an auto accident, having some kind of trauma on the face itself that created this problem in the first place. But sometimes we're not really clear as to what the cause of our TMJ is. So if you have a challenge, for example, with your jaw and you have this history of trauma, it's a very good idea to get evaluated by a chiropractor who can take a look at the joint biomechanics of that temporal mandibular joint. And if it's not moving properly, or if there's a subluxation or a slight misalignment of the jaw itself, the chiropractor can do specific adjustments to restore normalcy to that jaw joint. Other modalities that can be helpful are things like massage therapy, where the medical massage therapist would work on reducing the spasticity around the jaw joint. And also acupuncture can be very helpful. Acupuncture helps with any kind of chronic pain syndromes. Acupuncture can also help to reduce inflammation. But let's say there's no real clear starting event that you can put your finger on that really precipitated this jaw problem. In those kinds of cases, I like to do something called a QEEG. The QEEG is a brain map where we evaluate different parts of the brain, and I'm looking for a very specific brainwave pattern. The brainwave pattern that is associated with chronic pain syndromes like TMJ syndrome is something called an over-aroused brain. In other words, we have too many of those really fast brainwave patterns. And when we have too many of those fast ones, it can create challenges in our body, including spasticity, tension, and just really not being able to reduce our stress very well. And so how that results in TMJ syndrome is people start to just hold tension in their jaw, grind down on their teeth, and this can lead to quite a few symptoms down the road. So the treatment of choice in a case like that would be neurofeedback. What we do with neurofeedback is we put two sensors on the scalp and a couple clips on your ear, and what we're doing with those sensors is not putting any stimulus into the brain. Rather, we're just recording and monitoring what brainwave pattern you're producing in that moment. If you're producing too many of those really fast, high brainwave patterns, then what we do is we reward your brain every time you're moving or downshifting that gear. Down into those lower gears is where we're really going to have some relief. We reward your brain by having you watch a movie, and if you're in the proper brainwave pattern, the movie is bright, you can see it well, you can hear it well, and the bed that you're lying on actually vibrates to give you a gentle massage, which is very stimulatory to the brain. The minute you go back up to that higher brainwave pattern, the movie gets dark, the sound gets lower, and the vibration turns off. So we actually train your brain to be in a proper brainwave pattern. This is really getting to the root of the problem for a lot of people to really have normalcy of their joint biomechanics. Once they have that, the TMJ symptoms improve. That's all for now. See you next month.